French President Emmanuel Macron's fourth visit to China has turned into a sharp diplomatic reality check, with Chinese President Xi Jinping using the Beijing talks to underline what he called the need for mutual understanding and support, while firmly asserting China's own worldview. The meeting came against a backdrop of deepening geopolitical instability, from Russia's war in Ukraine to rising tensions between China and the European Union.
Welcome, President Macron, on your fourth state visit to China. China and France are both visionary and responsible independent major powers. China and France should demonstrate their responsibility, uphold the banner of multilateralism, penetrate the fog of uncertainty, and firmly stand on the right side of history.
At the heart of their discussions was the war in Ukraine, an issue Macron described as a vital threat to European security. The French leader pressed Beijing to support a ceasefire, even calling for a moratorium on Russian strikes targeting critical infrastructure.
We extensively discussed Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine. I hope that China can join our call and our efforts to achieve, as soon as possible at the very least, a ceasefire, and work together for a just and lasting peace that respects international law.
But Xi's response was firm, reiterating China's support for a political settlement, while warning against what he called irresponsible attempts to shift blame and smear China. Beijing repeatedly emphasized its role as a constructive actor, not a party to be pressured.
China is willing to work with France, eliminating any interferences, enabling the China-France comprehensive strategic partnership to advance more steadily and soundly, and make new contributions to promoting an equal and orderly multipolar world.
Beyond Ukraine, Xi used the meeting to deliver a broader message on China-EU ties, urging Europe to maintain independence and self-reliance, reject protectionism, and pursue what he called win-win cooperation. This comes as Europe worries about Beijing's closeness with Moscow, Chinese industrial overcapacity, state subsidies, and a growing list of trade disputes, from EV tariffs to China's retaliatory cognac duties, which Paris narrowly avoided through a last-minute exemption for 90% of its exports. As Beijing and Paris signed 12 agreements, the optics were warm, but the undertone was unmistakable. In a world divided by war, economic rivalry, and competing power centers, Macron may have arrived seeking Chinese cooperation. What he received instead was a calibrated reminder of Beijing's terms, its confidence on the global stage, and its expectation that Europe rethink its approach.